was waiting for it. Play ball! Still, I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, see? Hello to all you nifty nerds, gaming goods, and joystick jockeys out there in Pixelland playing ball. This is Double Shift, the show where seasoned game industry vets talk about knowing baloney on a first name basis.
Ew.
But before we get to that, or maybe we won't, because Danelle doesn't like baloney, I take it, we will talk about video games just
a little bit.
A little bit. I am your host, Mike Hay.
Mike Hay.
AKA your gun is digging into my hip.
Oh no!
Along with my friend,
classic,
former colleague, and future Fortnite Battle Pass exclusive character. Yes, you heard it here first. Danelle. Say hello, Danelle.
Hello, Danelle.
Oh, nice.
You know, I never even knew what he was saying when he was saying your gun is digging into my hip. I was too young to catch that reference for a while.
I mean, even he kind of didn't know. He didn't realize until later in the movie.
Yeah,
and they did the whole crying game like reenactment. What was digging into his hip? It wasn't the gun. But shout out Ace Ventura for sure.
Yeah, woo.
We also have producer Jeff. There he is for everyone to imagine being there, because he doesn't talk and you won't see him. Well, you might see him if you go to our Instagram page, which
we'll
is
give him something to talk about.
Talk about Jeff. Joof. Yeah, I think there's a picture of him on our Instagram, Double Shift Pod, all one word. Go follow us there. We're putting up some clips that you can see, and just continuing to have fun with that. Still only have the Instagram. I'm telling you, I think Facebook's worthless, but I don't know. Maybe one day we'll do that, and then so check that out. Same with the email, doubleshiftpod@gmail.com. Write to us, ask questions. If you're friends with Danelle, you could even give her a request or two in our email. So don't be shy. And then don't forget about our YouTubes. Well, we have one YouTube. Double Shift Pod, not one word, spaces between the words. You can listen to us there.
Be there or be square.
Absolutely. And if you're square, then don't be there.
Then you're SpongeBob.
Yeah. In this week's episode, blandly titled Barrels of Fun, we're going to talk about barrels.
Barrels of fun.
Yes. Not a whole podcast, but most of the podcast dedicated to talking about barrels. But I'm not talking about, like, Danky Kang or anything like that.
That's what I think of.
I know, yeah. Barrel of Monkeys, Barrels of Fun. You think of Donkey Kong or Danky Kang, as I wrote. And, no, we're not talking about him today, although I do love that guy. What we're talking about is that barrels are featured in many Capcom games. So we're going to talk about some barrels in Capcom games. You can't even make this up. And then we'll talk a little bit more about Capcom as well. In my opinion, one of the greatest game developers, publishers of all time. One of my favorites anyways. Capcom's track record is anything but perfect. But when it comes to being a beast in the video game industry, they are definitely a tiger in comparison to others. Whew, got 2 sound effects out of the way.
That was great.
Thank you. I worked on that. I practiced that for hours and hours in the mirror before we started today. It's all I did this morning was practice those 2 sound effects. So when Jeff first suggested that we do a podcast, so you have him to thank for all this. Good. This is all
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Thanks a lot. I started a chicken scratch document on things I wanted to talk about, like various subjects and themes and all that, and as you've heard on the show thus far. And no joke, one of the early subjects that I wrote down was barrels in Capcom games. I think I just downloaded...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have all sorts of like Capcom collections of all the old games, and I was playing like a bunch of them, like the old arcade games, and I was just like, dude, there's fucking barrels in like all their games. It's kind of crazy. Like, especially... This
is hilarious. I can't wait to hear this.
They love barrels. And so that's not a new observation, by any means. Like I even thought that as a kid, but yeah, they really like barrels. you can break them to reveal a whole ass cooked turkey on a silver platter,
Oh
or
no.
a reasonable facsimile thereof. Shout out to that. Some of them explode, some of them give bonus points, and some of them just fall out of the sky.
Hmm.
You ready to talk about
That'd be
barrels?
interesting. Let's
Mm.
talk about the barrels.
Yeah, do a barrel roll, but no, we're not talking about that game either. What game's that from, Danelle? Quick pop
I
quiz.
I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
Star Fox, of course. Um,
Oh, I never played it.
I'm not gonna get mad at you anymore when you say stuff like that. I believe you that you never played it, but maybe you watched it and then you'll.
Of course, I knew of it and I wanted it, and I think it had like some sort of like the rumble attachment or something
Yes.
for it. I don't remember.
Yep.
And I remember really wanting it, and I don't know why I never. I mean, I don't know why I never. Either I went to go rent it and it was always out, and then my parents never bought it for me. I don't know. I
Yeah.
wanted to play it, I just never did.
Yeah, good knowledge though. On the 64, it came with a rumble pack, so your controller could
Yeah,
vibrate. Very
yeah.
exciting stuff. Nintendo loves to sell stuff extra. um, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not talking about Nintendo for once.
No.
We're talking about Capcom. So it is estimated that about 50 Capcom games use barrels in some way, shape, or form.
No.
Yes.
50?
At least, and in
That's like my age.
well, no, not even close. But uh, yeah, I was like doing some research as I do, and even the internet
Wow.
was like, we don't actually know how many Capcom games use barrels. A lot of them do. It's estimated that at least 50 do.
Wow.
And I think that's bananas, and I'm still not talking about Donkey Kong. So there you go. Um, yeah, almost all of the beat 'em up games have barrels. That gives me another chance to say whole ass cooked turkey on a silver platter again.
Oh, Jesus.
Just, I mean, I think that's going to be our big break, Danelle, is that phrase.
Yeah.
Somehow that resonates with the fans. We got the fan art and the fake T-shirts, and obviously need real T-shirts at some point. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, um, yeah, a lot of the barrels have the food items that we discussed in our meet 'em up to beat 'em up episode.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings me to a new segment in the middle of this segment, which is called
Okay.
"Let's Design One Small Part of a Game." So
Oh, no.
we've designed for the idea of a whole game in
Yeah.
past episodes. We had
Yeah.
what was it like
I was a gardening game with tomatoes. I don't remember.
there was
Something
like the
weird.
s'mores,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
the Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball game, of course,
Oh, yes.
which should be a hit. But this one, designing the game at first can seem like barrels of fun, pun intended. But sometimes you get hung up on minute details, which ultimately slows down the process of production. And they say save it for the sequel, but in this case, I think this is very important. So we have a game that's already kind of designed. It's a beat 'em up in the Capcom style called Daring Danelle cleans up Stinktown Milpitas.
Oh, how
Um,
dare you.
so you're trying to clean up the city.
Not Milpitas.
Stinktown Milpitas wasn't always stinky. In native Milpetian, Daring Danelle, is Milpetian a word?
I think so.
I didn't get a squiggly line, so it must be. Um,
Oh, squiggly line.
Daring Danelle is here to clean it up, along with her two friends, Grump Face Jeff and Muy Guapo Miguelito, to help her along the way. You'll
Oh,
encounter
Lordy.
such enemies as tweakers staying at the embassy suites, Red
Oh,
Lobster
no.
employees, Great Mall gangbangers, and much, much more. And so, of course, there's going to be barrels along the way that contain food to heal our heroes. Again, that is Daring Danelle, Grump Face Jeff, and Muy Guapo Miguelito. Um, I don't know who came up with those
Oh, the
characters.
mouthful.
Yeah, I know, it's hard for me to say. So, Danelle, this is where I need your help. I'm going to give you a level, and you have to tell me which food is in that barrel, Milpitas edition. So, like a whole ass cooked turkey on a silver platter, this is going to be
Mm-hmm.
specific to Milpitas. You're going to have to tap into your childhood,
Mm.
and so you're going to break open the barrel. at a location, and then you think of something from that location that you maybe grew up with or remember,
I see.
or that because hopefully you haven't been to all these places. We'll get there in a second, but you can at least use your imagination on some.
Hmm.
I think the first one's
Oh,
easy.
okay.
The first one should be easy. So, a barrel at the Great Mall food court. What's in there?
Oh. Um, a giant baked potato from the Great Steak and Potato Company.
Oh, there you go. Nice. I don't think I ever had that.
What?
Going to the Great Mall as a kid, we always went to. Oh gosh, Johnny Rockets. Whenever we went to the Great Mall, I don't think it's around
Oh.
anymore, but yeah, we like Johnny.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It was,
Johnny and his rocket.
yeah, it's gone. He took off to outer space. All
Makes
right,
sense.
baked potato to heal our wounds.
Yeah, baked potato.
What about at the Gulfland Arcade?
Oh, geez. Well, next door is a place called the Pizza Box, which is actually still there, and they have giant slices of pizza, so
Nice.
that's what's going to be inside.
Awesome. All right, the pizza box.
Pizza Box. Shout out the Pizza Box. Delicious.
It's still there, you say?
Yeah.
Well, I might have to go check that out one day if I can venture into the Milpitas. Milpitas is kind of far from me, so I don't often go there.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame you. But...
So this next one is where I hope you
Okay.
have. I hope you don't really have knowledge of it, but you maybe I don't know. You have friends.
I
that-
might.
Well, how about what's in the barrel at Elmwood Correctional Facility?
Oh, my father.
Oh, that's
No.
not. That's not. I don't want to laugh at that. That's not food, though.
I know.
I think you broke Jeff. Uh,
No, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't visit him in there. The food there. I lived across the street from the Great Mall, though. But I'm just gonna say, egg rolls from Mr. Tung's Chinese food. Oh my gosh, that was a place I used to go to as a kid, and their Chinese food was delicious. Tung, Tung, not like your
Right.
tongue.
right. Listen, I've known many people in Elmwood as well. I bet they'd be stoked if they got Mr. Tung's egg rolls in there.
Heck yeah.
I doubt that they did.
Mm,
I doubt that they did.
no.
All right. How about? I don't think Jeff's recovered. How about Ed R. Levin County Park or Monument Peak?
Oh, Ed Levin Park.
What were you
well,
eating there?
I know. I'm trying to think of for
What
me that's like
happens?
picnic in a sandwich or something. Oh lordy.
Oh lordy. I think
A
sandwich.
salad bar from Sizzler.
Oh, at the park?
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. Have you hiked to the Monument Peak? And seen
No.
like the weird cows that they have up there or whatever?
No.
Like cows up there. It's weird. Um,
You're a cow.
all right, let's see. I'm a cow? God damn. Moo.
Moo.
Bitch, I'm a cow. Shout out Doja Cat.
Oh.
Yeah, that was her first like breakout song. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. And,
Oh, I don't know that one.
that's a good one.
I'll have to listen to it now.
I'm not a cat. I don't say meow.
Aw.
Let's see if you know your Melpitas urban legends.
Yes, I do.
I don't know if I know this one, but how about this level is inside of the belly of the Melpitas monster.
Oh my gosh, please. That is so hilarious you would say that.
Oh, you have a card. Oh,
Yeah, I got this
okay.
when I was at. Hold on, I got this when I was in. I don't know how to focus it. When I was in high school, so I took photography in high school, and the photography teacher was actually the guy who was the producer of this movie.
Oh, nice.
His name is Robert Burrell, it actually says, like down here. I don't know. Gosh, I can't even really see it though.
That's
because
okay.
Of how blurry it is. But that's so funny you would say this. I actually just found this like last week.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah. So, I definitely know of this.
So, what food is in the barrels that's in the belly of the Melpitas monster?
Magoo's Pizza this time.
Oh, Magoo's. You've mentioned Magoo's before.
Yep.
In fact.
Yep.
Oh.
Mhm.
Is it still around or no?
No.
No. How sad.
I don't know what it is now.
It's not around because the Melpitas monster ate the building.
That's right. The whole build. Yeah, exactly.
So, like in the level, with Daring Danelle, Grunt-Faced Jeff, and Muy Guapo Miguelito, we're in Magoo's Pizza, and then the Milpitas monster eats the entire restaurant, and we have to fight our way out of it. And in the barrels is more Magoo's Pizza somehow.
Yes.
This one should be easy. How about Red Lobster? For some reason, when I think of Milpitas, I think of Red Lobster. I think it's like the only one around South Bay, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, possibly.
What food is in barrels at Red Lobster and Milpitas?
Uh,
Methamphetamines. Oh.
what'd you say?
No, you said methamphetamines.
Oh gosh. Um, well, it can't be lobster, obviously.
No, how
Um,
about, I mean, like
there's this very famous Mexican place called La Milpa.
La Milpa?
Mm-hmm. In
Ah,
Milpitas.
so
And oh yeah, you like that?
I do because it's like at Red Lobster, the food that's in the barrels is from another restaurant. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Because the food at Red Lobster is not that great. The funny thing is,
No, it's not.
I don't like lobster, or I didn't used to like lobster because the first time I ever had it was actually at that Red Lobster in Milpitas,
Yeah.
and it was chewy and overcooked, and I was like, oh, like why do people like lobster? It's terrible. Come to find out, it was just because my lobster was overcooked.
Um, listen, man, we'll get hate from Jeff's face right now. I think lobster and crab and other crustaceans are slightly overrated, and I have been telling people for years who say they love crab and they love lobster. You don't love crab and you don't love lobster. You love dipping shit into copious
Into
amounts of
butter.
butter. You know
I
what I'm saying?
know.
Which makes anything good. It's a lot of
For
work.
sure.
I guess I'd rather have lobster than crab, but I digress. The Cheddar Bay biscuits is what I
Yeah.
would have gone with. What would have been in the barrel. Those are like 300.
Oh, duh. Hello.
They have barrels of them because they serve so many of
I'm
them.
changing my answer. We're going with that.
Okay, sweet. Red Lobster. Even though we kind of talked shit about you, why don't you sponsor us? Why not? What do you have to lose? Honestly, I mean, who do you have right now? Blake Griffin dunking his lobster into butter. I mean,
Do they? Is that who does
cool,
the
I guess.
advertisement?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's a fun guy, but anyways, last Milpitas, the final boss level is at the Newbie Island landfill. What food is in the barrels?
Oh God.
And we have to defeat the Newbie Island landfill to make Milpitas less stinky. That's like the whole point of this game. Daring Danelle,
Oh no.
Grunt-Faced Jeff.
Well, now I don't want to put some like food that I like in there because then fill the landfill with some really good food.
Well, you have to save it. It's preserved in these barrels. These are high quality Capcom barrels.
Oh,
You
I
know?
see.
Yeah.
Well, the brunch from El Torito.
Oh man, hell yeah. Oh yeah. Is El Torito even still around? Probably not.
No, it's not. That one closed up. There's one in like I used to go to the one in like San Mateo.
Okay.
Somewhere over there there's one.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
at least there used to be, and that was I used to go there when I used to work over in Redwood City.
I liked El Torito as a kid.
But yeah, me too. Their brunch, the little corn cake things that they had.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, absolutely. All
That's
right.
what we're gonna fill the landfill with, those little corn cakes.
Yeah, well, they're gone, so they had to go into the landfill. I guess would be the logic. So there you go. That is one
That was
part.
harder than I thought.
Yeah, no, you did great. I liked when things like for example, Golfland didn't have Golfland food, and you
I never ate
remembered
the food at Golfland.
not even nachos,
Not really.
lemon heads,
No.
my dad's boat.
Nacho. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, so that was Daring Danelle cleans up Stinktown Milpitas along with her two friends,
Woo!
Grunt-Faced Jeff and Muy Guapo Miguelito.
It's Alviso. It's not Milpitas that stinks.
I
I know
know.
the town stinks though, but
Well, it's not your fault, but you're there to clean it up. So go again, people who make games, if you're listening, make it. Just pay us, bitch.
yeah.
All right, sorry, I didn't mean to be so aggressive.
Oh.
All right, back to Capcom. Hella Resident Evil games use barrels as well as explosive elements in the game. That's why I almost never stand next to barrels when I see one in public. Someone might shoot it, and it might slowly hiss before exploding me in the smithereens. The Monster Hunter series uses barrels as bombs. Devil May Cry and Dead Rising have exploding barrels. Power Stone, Ghosts and Goblins, Aminusha, and many others have barrels you can break either to just destroy the environment or get stuff out of. My favorite is when the barrels have like fire in them, and you kick someone into it, and their whole body is engulfed with flames, and it's like super violent. And man, what a way to go! But that Capcom did that a lot. It's the same animation actually when Dulzim hits you with his fireball. You're like completely engulfed in flames. Yeah,
Yeah.
Capcom has used that animation a lot.
Flamers.
Very yeah. That's the name of the file of the animation is what you just said. So. And then, of course, there's Street Fighter, which ruined my
Ooh.
life. Um,
Love that game.
oh, yeah, it's the best. And so, for barrels in Street Fighter, these usually come in the form of bonus stages or training stages, depending on what Street
Yeah.
Fighter you're playing.
Yeah.
And I have an observation on this, Danelle, if you'd like to hear it. These are things I think about.
I love your observations.
Yeah, thank you. I have too much time in my hand, and I think about these things. So, in Street Fighter, like the bonus stage,
Mm.
I just love there's like some random factory that you have access to,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you. There's
That's true.
no trainer.
Never thought about that, but
Yeah, there's
yes.
no one in there, no trainer, no workers, nothing. You have obtained a key to the barrel factory, and then you go there in there by yourself, and you kick barrels. You press a button, and barrels start rolling down from the rafters, conveniently timed well enough for you to kick or punch all of them and break them upon impact.
Yip, 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 yip. I don't want to actually throw my legs up right now, but
No, but she did. For those listening at home, she did, and it was incredible. She did like a whole spinny thing upside down and sat back down gracefully.
woo,
Sometimes
tired.
there's two barrels, and if you kick or punch enough barrels, you will do your win stance, and you might even hear a perfect. If you don't kick or punch enough, you do your loss stance. That happens when you run out of time in the match and you have less power than the other guy. And you might even hear
Yeah.
a "you lose." Um, Meanwhile,
Perfect.
your friend who gave you the key to the barrel factory is going to work the next day, and he thought you just needed a quiet place to lift weights and shadow box and meditate and all that stuff. But imagine the horrors
Yeah.
and the look on his face when he opens up the barrel factory the next day. Broken barrels
I know.
everywhere.
Those are expensive.
Yeah. People pissing on the stairs, I guess they just don't care. I can't stand the smell, I can't stand the noise, got the money to move out. I guess I got no choice. Sorry. Shout
Oh
out to the
God.
message. You even left the barrel machine on, so not only are there broken barrels everywhere, thousands of barrels have fallen from the rafters, and it's a mess, and what a jerk of a friend you are.
Oh, I
And then
know. Guess you
imagine,
gotta have a huge bonfire.
yeah, imagine how mad your friend will be once he cleans this all up, and then he goes out to his car to go home. Um, because
Oh
the
no.
other bonus stage, of course, is breaking a car with your
That
feet.
car,
Yeah,
yes. Oh my gosh.
that
I
car.
liked that stage.
No, yeah, it's
It
like
was satisfying.
all the like fluids are popping up from it, but
Yeah.
that car belonged to the guy that owns the barrel factory.
Oh
Give you the
no.
key.
Double whammy.
And it's funny because like those bonus stages like gives you points, which in that game it really does nothing in the game. Points are
No.
shit, so.
True.
So yeah, that's when I think about the bonus stage, the barrel bonus stage in Capcom. That's the situation I thought of, is that you borrowed the key from a friend who works there, and you just fucked his life up,
Wow.
basically. So
What an imagination you have.
I know, I
That's
honestly,
wonderful. I don't have one.
I honestly need to start interacting with humans and getting outside more. It's a big problem, but Capcom loves barrels. But Jeff, do you know what Danelle loves more than barrels? If I give you enough time to cue up a sound effect or a song.
Snacks? Snacks?
Yes.
Snacks? Snacks?
Yes, Danelle loves snacks, and this is Gamer Snax, a segment where we pair a dope-ass snack with an even doper video game, just like pairing fancy food and fine wine. Snacks is spelled with an X. That's what it is. And since we're talking about barrels today, we have to have a barrel snack of some
Wasn't
sort.
there a root beer barrel gummy or something? The shape of a
Yeah.
barrel?
There sure was. I bring that. I think I bring that up in this segment at some point. I don't
root
think
beer
it's too kind.
shape.
That's not the snack.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, Jeff, we actually need your help with this sponsorship. So if you could call up, let's see if I invoke any memories here. If you can call up the Candy Barrel in Old Sacramento and have them sponsor us, that would be dope.
I just went by them last weekend.
Nice. Yeah.
Because when my mom and I went on the Mother's Day cruise, it was in Old Sac, and when we got off the boat, there was the candy shop there, and there was like a line. Everyone was out the door, down the street.
It's famous. I think, or at least in Sacramento. I don't know. It's fun. I like
I've been in there
barrels.
before, but I don't really eat much candy anymore, so I didn't go inside.
I don't either, but I'm like pretending like I'm 11 in this
But
show.
yes, the
Like I
candy barrel
still.
is so funny. I'll have to tell my mom about that. Like, my man or Mike, he talked about it on the
Does your mom listen
podcast
to the
last week.
podcast?
No, I told her not to.
Okay, sweet. I told my mom not to as well.
My
Um,
mom doesn't even know I swear, so
you know,
she would not like listening to me talk like this at all.
I feel like our
She
swearing
told me,
got
you know, you don't
better.
have to, and I'm like, yeah, mom, but that's just me.
You are too intelligent to use such language or something like that, right? I think
Yeah.
we've started swearing less, although I think I've dropped a couple today already, so I apologize, Mom, if you ever do start listening. Both moms. Um, but yeah, so we're talking about today bulk gummies
Nice.
in the barrels. Now listen, Candy Barrel Shop, spelled SHOPPE, probably. Um,
I was just gonna say that.
Maybe not actually, but listen, you can keep your saltwater taffy, your hard candies, and whatever else these candy stores might have. And as ironic as this might sound, uh, definitely not here for those root beer barrel candies.
Oh, there we go.
I
So you
don't,
were.
I don't like them. The hard candies, I just don't like
Yeah,
them.
that's what I was thinking of.
That's like the most appropriate and meta thing for this segment today with the barrels and all that stuff. But they're
Absolutely.
awful. So we're here for gummies, and no, not that kind, Danelle. Calm down. Yeah, I guess mom shouldn't listen. All those jokes too. Um, first things first. I Papa eat all the gummies. Sorry, shout out Biggie. First things for real. So I'm gonna build my gummy bag, Danelle, and we'll see what your bag is gonna look like. I'm gonna start by getting equal parts cherry and Coke bottle. The OG
Mm.
Coke bottle, not the bigger ones or the sour ones. Um,
Mm.
the classic ones that you pretend to bite the cap off of and drink the soda.
Yeah.
You can't really drink it, but the gummy geniuses made the cap a different color, so they clearly want you to do that. Um, Next, I'm going with some classic bears and worms. Classic gummy guy over here for sure. Bears really are the best bang for your buck. That's Bears really are the best bang for your buck. Say that 100 times fast.
Bears are the best bang for your buck.
Nice. Once will do.
The
There's
bears can smell the menstruation.
what?
Sorry.
They probably can. Um, Gummy bears are small, so you can load them in the bag without making the price tag go up too high. Because like that's the thing about these barrel shops is like you could spend a pretty penny
Oh,
loading
for
up
sure.
these bags. So plus gummy bears are amazing, and I'm not talking about Amazing Fruit, which was the store brand of gummies from the '90s with the Amazing TV jingle. Uh,
Oh, what?
those were really good, but
I
they're
don't know what
gone.
you're talking
They're
about.
gone now. They didn't come in barrels. Oh man,
Oh.
Amazing Fruit. It's amazing fruit, amazing fruit. You know, nothing.
Oh, that does actually
Yeah.
sound familiar.
It's funny. I wrote this. This is how creepy phones are because I wrote this segment, didn't say anything out loud, and then like an hour later on the TikToks, that Amazing Fruit commercial popped up on some like nostalgia page or something. So not only
I,
does the phone listen to you, it reads your thoughts
I
as
know.
well.
Anything I look up on my home computer, it starts showing up on my phone, and then I start getting commercials for it. I'm like, this is fucked up. This
Yeah.
is like,
It's
it's
all.
crazy.
It would be creepier, but really all they want to do is advertise to you. So, all right, I
Yeah.
got cherry, I got Coke bottles, I got bears, I got worms. I'm not too keen on the marshmallow backed gummies, but I do like to throw a few of them in for variety. So, I'm gonna throw a few penguins in there and some blue sharks, like 5 of each of
Oh, I
those.
remember the blue sharks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are fun, and it kind of breaks up the texture a little bit. Plus, they're both adorable. Hence the phrase, "Oh, you are just so cute, I could eat you right up." What a weird phrase. Um, I'm also not too big on sour gummies, but again, I like having variety.
Ooh.
So, uh, in this case, I got to go for the O's, peach O's,
Yeah.
smoking lime Optimos, barrels gummies and O's. All a fella knows. Sorry, shout out to Biggie
Oh
again.
my
Peach O's,
god.
peach O's is what I'm adding to the bag. So this is getting expensive now, but this is a
Heck,
fake.
you're at $50 already.
No, but I gotta add a couple more. I'm skipping over Swedish Fish. Nobody likes those.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
I don't need anything sour, so I'm gonna add some gummy dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs, and then you know what? I'm
Oh.
going back to the marshmallows. Gonna add some frogs. They have a marshmallow bottom, but it's not that big of a marshmallow bottom.
Oh, really?
They're
Hmm.
adorable, and I must eat them. So that's my bag. Now, what are you putting in your Sacco gummies?
So, You're gonna probably hate me, but I
Never.
actually don't like gummies.
That's
I've never been. I know. So when you had me think about this, I was like, well, I was never a gummy fan. I don't really know what it is about them. When I was trying to think, I don't even know if it's considered a gummy, but like Gushers were my favorite.
we'll allow it.
And I don't even know if that's considered a gummy,
A
but that
fruit
was
snack.
kind of like. But I mean, if I had to, it probably would be the bears. I
The bears.
mean, the bears. Gummy bears were probably my favorite gummy, I guess, if I were to ever eat a gummy. And like you had mentioned the peach rings. I like the O rings. Um,
Giggity.
I just never really ate too much gummy stuff. But and also, what I would get from those barrels and things were those like sour belts, but that's not gummy
No,
either.
you could do whatever you want. I mean, this is a barrel. Like, you don't have to get gummies. You could put sour belts. You could put those
Yeah,
crappy.
strawberry sour belts.
You could put
Mmm.
those root beer barrels in there if you want. Just because I hated on them doesn't mean you have to. I
And
mean,
I would probably, yeah, I would get stuff like that, and like the clusters, like the I don't know if they're like caramel nut clusters or some yogurt covered raisins. I'm all over the place. Like,
no. I believe, if I remember correctly from a kid, being a kid, that candy shop sold candy cigarettes as well, even like long after they banned them in
oh,
other stores. So you can get some of those.
yeah, I just bought some in November.
Candy
Some candy
cigarettes?
cigarettes. Yeah, because my mom and I went to that murder mystery, and so we dressed
Oh,
up, and so I got some fake cigarettes and like the little cigarette holder, and
right, right.
they do still sell them, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with bears, peach rings, gushers, sour belts,
Nice. Raisinets, apparently.
raisinets.
Jeff's favorite, as we know from
Um,
last week's episode. Lord Raisinets.
is it
Monster. Well, I mean, Jeff doesn't talk. I spoke about
Whoppers?
him.
I liked Whoppers a
Oh, Whoppers
lot.
are good. Yeah, malt balls.
Yeah, malt balls.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a malt? So when I was looking at the diner menu like last weekend, they always have milkshakes and then malts, and I'm
Yep.
like, I've never had a malt. I
I,
don't even know what the heck it even. What's the difference?
I have had a malt. It's like the weird, like, I don't know if that's marzipan or what it is, but it's
Is
like,
it not like ice creamy then?
it tastes kind of like a bit more salty, I guess. Like
I'll have to try
salty
one
sweet.
then.
But yeah,
I've been
that's like an
scared because
old
I
school
don't
thing.
know.
No, it's fine. I mean, you should try it, I guess. Like, I think actually, speaking of Johnny Rockets, I'm pretty sure they had malts, and I think I got,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'd
Hmm.
rather have a shake than a malt for
Yeah.
any
Shake it
day.
off.
Yeah.
Shake it off.
Was that Taylor Swift? It couldn't have been Taylor Swift. No?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Um, shout out Taylor Swift.
So
Sponsor
my
us.
bag is a lot less expensive than yours. You filled yours up with a ton of stuff.
I know. It's I have a lot of regrets in this life, that being one of them. But I'm not gonna put the gummies back. I gotta pay for them. And
You got to go to
now,
the dentist too.
yeah, no, it's terrible.
I actually like gummies in my ice cream, so they get like frozen, a little
Yes,
hard and chewy. That's
absolutely.
probably one of the times I like gummy bears.
Baskin Robin daiquiri ice with the mini gummy bears in it. Fantastic. I haven't had that.
Ooh,
I haven't had that in
what?
like 25 years, but yeah, that's fantastic.
And chocolate covered gummies too. I just like the texture difference.
Muddy Buddies. Absolutely. They sell those at the
Oh,
boardwalk, Muddy Buddies.
Muddy Buddies. Muddy Buddies is that like candy that you make with like Chex cereal and peanut butter. At least that's what I call 'em, Muddy Buddy.
Well, whoever makes Muddy Buddies, sponsor us, please. We need money. We need money,
We
money buddies here.
need Money Buddies. Yes,
We also
I'll
have,
do anything for $1. No, I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
pretty much, yeah.
No,
Get to
I
that
won't.
point. So now we have our Sacco candy, and we're gonna hit up the arcade because we're playing with our Sacco
Oh,
candy a game called Saturday Night Slam Masters.
what the heck
So
is that?
this game might lack barrels, but it is Capcom game, and I figured after this we'll move away from barrels a little bit, and we'll talk about some more weird Capcom stuff. But
Okay.
this game was awesome. I love this game. The Japanese version actually had a cool name that we didn't get in the states. It was called Muscle Bomber: The Body Explosion.
What?
I actually wrote what.
What does
Uh,
this have to do with this? So wait, what is? Now I'm curious what this game even is.
it's a wrestling game.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So it's Capcom wrestling games. What we're pairing our candies with.
Muscle
Uh,
Bomber. What the heck?
So check out some of these character names. There's Biff Slamkovich, uh, Gunlock, the Great Oni, Titanic Tim, El Stingray.
Oh.
They have Hager from Final Fight. We talked about Hager with the suspenders and stuff. He's in that game because why not?
Oh.
Uh, Alexander the Greater, King
Oh my
Rastamon,
God. Yes.
Jumbo Flapjack, and the Scorpion. Um,
Mm.
I mean, that's the review right there. Those names are dope enough to sell me, and I'm easily sold. As
Yeah,
you
I'd
just
want to
heard.
play Jumbo Flapjack, King
Yeah,
Rostamon.
I'm a Hager man myself.
Mm.
He's got suspenders, so um, yeah, the game's fun and it's ridiculous. The title screen starts with a big muscle dummy ripping his tank top open and posing. Hell yeah! And then the character select screen is basically Street Fighter, which I like that. Um, But yeah, the gameplay
Yeah.
it's a bit of a wrestling game. It's a little bit of a beat 'em up, and it's a little
Okay.
bit of a fighting game. And it's pretty
Interesting.
tough, but it's awesome. The wrestling ring is awesome. The crowd is super detailed for back in the day, and they're also cool. The soundtrack's awesome.
Hmm.
Where we already know the character names are awesome. Um,
Hmm.
and when you pin somebody and win, it goes 1, 2, 3. The announcer says.
What?
The announcer's awesome too. He's
Oh
really
lordy.
excited, and yeah, I don't know. You got to play as Hagar because, as we discussed before, he is awesome, and he wears suspenders with no shirt, and he grunts a lot. And his daughter sometimes joins him for the win animation. She's so proud of him. I mean, he did save her life,
I
like
wish you were
twice.
doing this now, wearing suspenders and no shirt, and Gracie comes in the background now. And,
We can rig that up. Give me a couple weeks to like get in a little bit better shape, but all I need is a couple
oh,
weeks.
hilarious.
Titanic Tim is
Titanic too. Does he sing?
totally T-Hawk from the Street Fighter series, but it's Capcom, so who cares? They can do whatever they want with their characters.
Hmm.
Also, Greater seems to be a big bad Vader shout out. So shout out to wrestling
Raider.
fans out there.
Hmm.
Assuming Danelle is not one of them growing up being a wrestling fan, but Big Bad Vader was also in Boy Meets World. If you were a
I was
Boy
like,
Meets
Big
World,
Bag Vader is an actual wrestler?
yeah, Greater is the character in this game, but it's clearly Big Bad Vader. He looks like Big Bad Vader.
I don't know who that is.
Did you watch Boy Meets World growing up?
I did.
You remember Ethan Suplee as a bully,
No.
and his dad was Big Bad Vader, and they had to like wrestle him and stuff. You don't remember that episode?
Nope. I'm looking it up right now.
Boy Meets World plays way too often in my house. My wife is like a junkie for '90s sitcoms and just has them playing all the time, like in the background. So
Oh, I used to watch Boy Meets World. Like, oh, I know who Ethan Suplee is, though.
that's like the second time we've mentioned him on our show too, which is hilarious. So shout out to Ethan Suplee. Sponsor us. I don't know how and what that means. Um, so
Hmm.
yeah. Anyways, the game is awesome. Shout out to wrestling fans. This game rules, and so do barrel gummies. And no, not that kind of gummy. To know, stop it.
Darn it.
So that does it for the snacks and the barrels and the gummies. But we're not done with
Snacks?
Capcom, and we're not done with the show without a little rapido firo.
Oh. Bum, bum, bum.
Jeff, we should work on a rapido firo song at some point here. Um, so this one, Danelle, I
Okay.
like having you do sound effects, as you know. Um,
Oh, no.
Hopefully this one comes a little easy to you. So this is so I'm going to talk about Capcom Easter eggs, kind of things that appear in a lot of different Capcom games or themes or whatever. Capcom doesn't just love barrels; they have a ton of these kind of Easter eggs that they like to reuse. So I'm going to name it, uh, the title of the subject, and then if you could please give me a Street Fighter sound effect, whether or not it is a Street Fighter game. Um,
Okay.
I think we would love that, and it just gives Jeff a chance to sample more things to have in later episodes as well. Um, so this first one I think should be easy. The first one. So again, I'm going to give you the title of the little blurb, and then you're going to give me the sound effects. So the first one is Hadouken.
Hadouken.
You could do better than that, you know. Let's try take two. The first one is Hadouken.
Could you hear that, what I did?
No. You fart? Hadouken!
Yeah, Hadouken.
There you go. I didn't hear what you did. What did you do? Did you play a
Oh,
sound?
it's just This is a soundboard.
Oh, the soundboard, sweet. That's
I was,
cheating.
I know. I was trying to think of what are the different sounds? So
Yeah. So of course the
okay.
Hadouken is a classic fireball move, and it's
Heck
most
yeah.
famously thrown by Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter, and probably is the most famous move input used in all of fighting game history. So many other games use that, kind of
Yeah.
triple punch. But did you know that Mega Man in the game Mega Man X has a secret move where he throws the Hadouken? Dead Rising and Monster Hunter have Hadouken emotes or attacks, and even Resident Evil 6 has Hadouken in Mercenaries mode animation. So they've used the Hadouken
Oh,
in other
geez.
games as
Wow.
well. All right,
Look how
next.
popular it became.
Yeah, it's kind of a cultural juggernaut there. Um,
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Uh, Shout out to that random YouTube video back in the day. All right, the next one, and I'll need a sound effect for you. The next one is the Capcom arcade machines in Capcom games. Danelle, what sound effect are you using for that? Street Fighter.
Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom. Perfect. I love that. So Capcom loves putting Capcom arcade games in Capcom games. Danelle, say that 385 times fast.
I don't even know what you said. Capcom in a Capcom game.
You did it. That was 385 times. Jeff just edited out the other 385. So yeah, Dead Rising, Final Fight, and Resident Evil 2 Remake are all examples of this, and you can even play some of them. So 1942 is a game that you can play in Capcom games while you're playing a Capcom game. It's very meta. And you can actually play Street Fighter 2 in some of these games as well. So they love putting their own games as arcade cabinets in their games. That's another Easter egg, I guess. This next one, Danelle, is Serve Bots from the Mega Man series, and they show up everywhere. What sound effect are we getting for the Serve Bots?
Yoga Fire.
Yes. Shout out Yoga. Do you know what a Serve Bot is?
I keep thinking of Mystery Science Theater.
Oh, shout out to that.
Mr. Servo. I was like, was he a surfbot?
The Surfbot is like a tiny little Lego-headed looking creature that first showed up in Mega Man Legends and had made their way into several Capcom games, either as a playable character, an Easter egg, a costume, or an assist character. Some examples include Dead Rising. You can wear a Surfbot mask, and there's weapons and little plushies. Marvel vs. Capcom series. It used as an assist character, so you do move and a bunch of them run out, or there's a standalone character that you can play in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as a Surfbat, and they're adorable, and there's the super special move is like hundreds of them on screen at once, and it's ridiculous. Monster Hunter has Surfbot armor. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Surfbots appear as toys on the desk. And
I see. I just looked it up.
yeah, they're adorable. And then if you have any of the Capcom arcade collections, they're all over the fucking place in that game. So yeah, there's that. Next one is cameos, and I spelled that like the character from Street Fighter. So Danelle, any cameo impressions? It's okay if you don't. You can do any sound you like. That's not it.
Don't.
It's ridiculous.
No, I don't.
Cameo doesn't fart. That's okay. We'll just go with that. I was hoping at one point you would do like the spinning kick that Ryu or Ken throws.
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's one of my favorites.
That's that Garugan.
Nice. Wow, you like pronounce. I always just like did like the rhythm and stuff. You're like reading it. It sounds like.
Well, yeah, because I just heard it. That's that Garugan.
Can you do it with your mouth closed?
Garugan.
Can you do it like with the weird mouth closed thing now?
What?
You know,
oh.
Yeah.
That's that Garugan. No.
The speaker's busted on this arcade machine. So Capcom is one big.
Sorry.
Is that the lose sound, like the when you.
Yeah, Ryu. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Capcom is one big happy family. Capcom also likes money. Who doesn't? So over the years,
I like money.
I like money. Over the years, different characters have appeared in some way, shape, or form in various games. As crossovers or costumes, obviously Marvel vs. Capcom is the best example, but some others include Monster Hunter, features armor sets based on Street Fighter, Mega Man, and Devil May Cry. Dead Rising lets you dress up as Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, and of course the Servbot you can dress up as, or even Cammy, who internet nerds love Cammy. I'll tell you that much. And then Resident Evil 3 Remake has a toy store ad with the blue bomber that looks suspiciously like Mega Man. So that means that they use their character. They love their characters and they advertise them in a lot of their games.
Yeah.
And finally, the last little blurb in Rapido Fyro is Arthur from Ghosts and Ghouls and Drools and Fools and Foos and Goblins to now one more straight Ghosts and Goblins. There's so many different versions. I just try to get them all in there.
You try to confuse.
I do. Danelle, one more Street Fighter sound effect for us, please.
Spain.
Japan. Nice. So we all know Arthur, except maybe for Danelle because she doesn't play video games. But he is.
I think of Arthur, that little cartoon character from England.
Oh God! Wait, little cartoon character from England.
Or I don't.
You mean Arthur the Aardvark? He's not English.
Oh, I guess.
Got a banging song from, I believe, Ziggy Marley, though. So, yeah, Arthur. No, Arthur is. Do you know Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Goblins or whatever?
Nope.
Like the old school game.
Nope.
Okay. Oh man, that's very, very disappointing.
I know.
Everyone.
I'm a disappointment.
No, you're good. Everyone here except for Danielle knows Arthur. He's from one of the most frustrating but awesome games of all time. He's in the Marvel vs. Capcom series. He's a statue in Dead Rising and in Capcom Arcade, and he has armor in Monster Hunter. But so it's weird that his armor would be featured in any game. Because if you knew about this game, look it up really quick. Maybe look it up so it can jog your memory. So why would anyone wear Arthur armor? We all know that if you get hit once in Ghosts and Goblins, that you lose your armor right away, and you are down to your skivvies. You're just in your underwear. So I don't know who would want to wear that armor.
Oh, I see. Oh, he's got cute little blue boxers.
Yeah, you get hit once and then you're in your underwear.
Whatever color they are, but
why anyone would want to wear that is it's lost on me, but
is that lost on you? Ah. Sorry.
That was good. What was that? I don't know.
Is that lost on you? It's the song by LP called Lost on You.
Gotcha. Yeah. So that's pretty much my rant. This could be a short episode, actually. That's my barrel episode. Our barrel episode.
Barrels are fun.
What have we learned today, Danelle? Me personally, nothing as usual. But what have you learned?
I learned a lot. I learned I don't remember as many Street Fighter sound effects as I thought I did.
You don't like gummies?
Yeah, I don't like gummies. It was a little bit harder for me to remember Milpitas food than I thought. I had some ready to go, but then with what you were trying to pair it with, it kind of, my brain was like, I don't know now.
I think that you did great, and is that what your brain sounds like? I don't know now. It's your brain like a surfer dude?
Yeah, I was just watching Beavis and Butthead the other day, so I think this is in my head. That was perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, you don't like gummies. You don't like bologna.
No, I mean, not to say I used to before I knew any better, because it's like not. It's. Oh, I love Spam, but bologna. That.
I love Spam too.
But I don't know. It's just got a weird texture, and it's all right. But I don't know.
Well, that is our main topic. So, Jeff, do we have any time to talk about our main topic today? Knowing bologna on a first name basis? Oh, I guess not.
My bologna has a first name, Gross.
Gross. I thought you were gonna say my bologna has a first name, Geoff, but no.
That's good.
No. Well,
bologna.
That theme music signifies that we are out of time. Maybe we'll talk about bologna next week. Jeff actually does know bologna on a first name basis, but we just don't have enough time.
That's racist.
To him. Is it? Jeff edit that out.
I don't
know. I guess it's time then to say goodbye, Danelle.
Goodbye, Danelle.
And with that, May your gamer score be heavy and your baloney be light. May your connection be strong and your aim precision tight. May your Joy-Cons be as mighty as the ocean, but never should they drift. And for all you barrels out there, you'll survive your double shift. Later, I was in.
Brrr.